Hello, my name's Adrian Ryan. I'm a Project Support Officer for Union, and today I'm here with my colleague
Matt Poynton, and I'm a projects officer with Union Learn as well. And I think, are we talking about Khan Academy today, Adrian?
Yes, Matt. Yeah, Khan Academy's our site of the day.
Right. I'll be honest with you. I've been on this one. I didn't know anything about it until I don't think it was the lockdown. I think it was just before that one of our unions mentioned it. And so when the lockdown started, I thought, well, I'll have a look on this site. I think it's an American gentleman who set it up as a charitable concern because he thought there wasn't quality free online learning out there, and that was his aim. And I had a go at a grammar, an English grammar module on there, which I thought was good, but for me, because I used to kind of teach the English language, it was all a bit simple. So I wasn't really learning anything. But I thought the little bit I saw of it looked good, but it was only a glimpse. So I'm hoping you know a bit more.
Yeah, Matt. I've been using Khan Academy and promoting Khan Academy for a number of years now. What I'll do is I'll just share my screen, and what you'll see when we actually share the screen is after you've signed up. So you'll register with an email address. You can register with Facebook and other things. And this is what you'll see. This is the screen you will see. You'll sign in, and you can't get past this.
Right.
This is the first thing you have to go in. So this is why I've got this shown to you so you can see it. So what you'll see, it's when you first go in, it'll say Personalize my Khan Academy. Personalize Khan Academy, yeah? So for me, I've signed up as a learner. Now you can sign up as a teacher or as a parent. And they all bring different options. However, I'll show you a little trick later.
To sign up, because I can only see different kinds of learners here.
Yeah, this is when you first sign up. So when you first enter your email address and go through to set up a profile, it'll ask you what you want to sign up. Because you'll sign up as a learner, you can sign up as a teacher or a parent. You can sign up any of the free. This is where it brings you next. And what this is going to do, it says Personalize my Khan Academy. What this is going to do, you're going to, first of all, I'm going to click on Adult Learner and continue. And the next thing it's going to ask you is what sort of things you're interested in. So you can see you've got math, science, economics, art, humanities, computing, college careers, and more. So for me, I'm going to click on a couple, and then you'll see what this does for you. So I'm going to click on Algebra Basics, Arithmetic. Now this doesn't mean these are the only courses you can do, but this is what this is going to do is, depending on what you put in here, let's put astronomy, because that's something that's more interesting, economics, finance and capital markets, world history, and we'll find computer programming.
Okay.
And then, so I've selected these, and what this is then going to do, it's going to search all the courses it's got. So continue with the 6 courses right now, saving.
I noticed there that they also do test preparation as well. So if
so
you're going for, are they international tests, or don't we know?
I'm not 100% sure on that, Matt. We'd have to probably go in further detail on there. But let's just have a look and see. This is what it's given me now from my selections. So it's given me 6 courses. So it's given me Algebra Basics, Arithmetic, computer programming, cosmology and astronomy, finance, capital markets, and world history. So you can see, you can start learning from the courses.
No.
If I click on courses, you see that's where that's actually brought that up. Let me just go through and find. You've got the option then to edit the courses, so you can go through again and you can pick one of the different subject matters again. And again, you can change. You can if you when you've done your selection, you think, oh, I don't really fancy that, then you can actually go in and change a course. But for me, so for example, if I start off, let's just look at one of the courses. Pick a course, Matt, that you can see there.
I'm interested in the scale of the universe, I think.
So if I click on the scale of the universe, and then what it will then tell you, give you lessons. And it'll actually, you can see the lessons listed down the side. So if I click on there, it'll take you down to the next lesson. But you're starting off with the scale of the universe. So the first lesson, so you'll click on your first lesson. And then what we'll see is a video. Now this video is 11 minutes long, so we'll just see if it plays anything on it.
You're on mute as well.
Yeah, let me just unmute.
Really can't grasp. What we'll see in this video is that we can't even grasp things that are actually super small compared to the size of the universe. We actually don't even know what the entire size of the universe is. But with that said, let's actually just try to appreciate how small we are. So this is me right over here. I am 5'9".
So we'll just close that. So you can see they're starting off, it's very basic. How big is the universe? So you're really starting at a very basic level. And this is what Khan Academy is very, very good at doing. What you'll do, you complete your courses, and then you can go on and do further courses. And you're building up your knowledge through the course, through the different courses. So you might start off, you'll finish all that. I mean, just looking down, you've got a lot of learning there. That's, all about Hubble, Big Bang introduction. I mean, they literally start off. If you were doing a maths, it would be 1 + 1. That is what they're designed to do, to take you from a very small knowledge right up to a much larger knowledge.
The grammar that I did was like that, but if I wasn't competent with grammar, say it was a second language or I was at a very basic stage, I think it would have been a very, very good drill. Particularly if it wasn't my home language, because it points out sentences that don't work as well as ones that do and stuff. But for me, I was on the wrong course basically. But yeah, it did start at a very, very basic level.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up in the top left-hand corner, you can see courses, and if you click the down arrow, there you go. There's all your courses. So you can see the arithmetic. It goes up to, you can do, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and it goes up different. It is a different, level each time. Linear algebra, and then you've got maths for fun and glory. So that's probably a bit more fun and, not so academic as such, a bit more relaxed. I mean, if you can see here, look, you've got the world history, you've got storytelling. And let's just have a look at the storytelling and see what that says. So this is Imagineering in a box. So it's about creating worlds, designing attractions, bringing characters to life, and it's all based around Disney's Imagineering in a box. So you can explore different aspects of theme park design. I mean, that's something completely different, isn't it? We don't see that in on a lot of the sites we use. So you can imagine if it's a child who wants to go in and do something, this is something that's going to capture their imagination. Straight away, Disney, the big draw. The fact you mentioned in theme park rides, even bigger draw. So you can see there's a lot of really good stuff in here.
And there's teacher resources as well. So it's not just for the kids, but actually, as a parent or whatever, you can support them. So that's good.
So I'll just click on teacher resources. So if we go to teacher resources, they've got an educator's guide. So how they'd use the actual program, and that again is taking me back. If you look at the top banner, you've got courses, then you've got search. So you could search for something that you really wanted to do and see if there's anything in there related. And then when you go, you've got to donate, because obviously it's free and they want donations. But if you click on my name, and you'll see there, and if you drop down to notifications, no notifications. But then, let's just go back from notifications. If I go to settings, so you can, and this is where you then can change what you do. So let me just go back a step, because I can show you properly then. Right, okay. So let's just wait for it to appear up the top. It's all right. It's just taking me, it's just being a little bit.
While you're doing that.
So I'll just show you. Right. So as you can see, because I'm set up as a learner, you will see under notifications is Learner Home.
Yeah.
Now, if I go down to settings, and then go into, when it just loads up, it's not. You've got all your passwords. How you can connect. You've got even accessibility. So you can reduce motion and animations, remove color from videos, that sort of thing. If that's, if you've got a visual impairment, or something that you need to use that for. Now, this is the bit which is really interesting because you've got roles. So I'm using Khan Academy as a learner. Now, you can actually tick the other boxes. So if I tick all of them, parent, teacher, and I can also change the home page to whichever one I want to. So you can get a parent dashboard or teacher dashboard. So if you had a group of people you were teaching, you could link them to your site and your page, and then you can check the progress and actually, you can keep track of what they're learning. Parents, you can do the same. So if I save the changes, and then so the changes have been saved. I want to delete my account. So if I click back on my profile, you will see that I've got Learner Home, which was there before, Teacher Dashboard, and Parent Dashboard.
Right.
So you can see the benefit. You can see the benefits of being able to switch between different types of user, however you want to use it. For me, I'd like to use it as a learner. I could get my kids involved in it. We could set up a virtual class for a group of people we could test this on, and that might be something we want to look at in the future. But for me, it's the learning side of it that we're looking at. The great thing about the other two parts of it, the teacher and parent, is you can tailor the courses. You can actually get involved a little bit more in whoever you're teaching by using using Khan Academy. So you can see how it changes depending on how you set up. So that's pretty basic, really. I'll just click on the teacher dashboard, and then what it will then say, you'll have different welcome to Khan Academy. I'm excited to have you join. So what classes are you teaching? And then it will give you again different courses again. So let's just pick cosmology, Pixar in a box, and we can do SATs. Yeah. Continue, and then we'll see what. So your class. So you can add a new class. So we add a new class. Class name. And then you can use Google Classroom to import a class into there. We're not going to go into that because that's quite technical. But if I go into the parent dashboard,
and I mean that could work from a trade union perspective if you're trying to get a cohort of your colleagues to do, say, a maths course together or an English course together, and the ULR could be the teacher, as it were, couldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I mean, with what's happening during the COVID-19 pandemic, with lots of children still staying at home, this again is another resource for you to use to help teach a child at home or help your child learn. So you can see, I've clicked into your children. You can set up an account for your child so they can do the learning. It's linked to you, or you can add an existing child if your child's already got an account, or your learners, or you can add them in again. And interesting enough, underneath we've got Khan Academy Kids, which is great fun education program for kids aged 2 to 6, which to be honest, are more likely they're going to be nursery kids through to primary, and they're probably also going to be children who are going to be at home for a considerable future, through the summer as well. We've had 12, 13 weeks of kids being off, and you've still got summer holidays to come. So if you can find some other learning resources and something to sit your kids down in front of where they're actually going to get some use out of it, then why not have a go at that? But you can see, as I said, it's a really good resource because you've got. I like the fact that there's different methods. Most of our courses, websites we view, most of the courses you view them as a learner, and that's it. You do the course as a learner. This is giving you a little bit more. It's giving you a bit more. If you're a Union Learning rep, you could set up a class in a particular sort of find a subject everyone's doing. If they're doing English or maths, functional skills, you could do the algebra or something. You could link them all together, and then you can just check on progress and make sure that they're still engaged. And what that also does is, if they're having a problem and they stop learning, you can speak to them and ask them why they've stopped learning. Maybe they haven't had time. It maybe they might be unwell. They might have an IT problem. There could be any reason why they're not carrying on learning, but it gives you that ability to do that. But for me, I'd say Learn Dash. And you can move between these at any time. It's a simple click of a button. Go back to Learner Home, go to your profile, back to Learner Home, and it'll take you back to your courses.
Okay. I mean, I think that's a great overview. I've got a couple of questions about the site as a whole, though, Adrian. I mean, you've not talked about any costs so far. So my first question is is it all free?
Yes, yes. I mean, it is all free. They would like donations, which is why donate buttons up there rather than with a lot of sites you see premium or ad free or one of them things. On this, it's donate, so you can make a donation if you wish to. So yes, they're free.
Following on from that, though, if it's free, do we get a certificate at the end? There's a lot of people like.
No, I'm not sure. I don't actually think you do, Matt. I think what you do is you complete the course. I don't think there's a certificate of participation as such as this. But your progress and your courses will be matched. If you go to progress here,
yeah,
it will show you when you've logged in, show you what you've started, and it'll give you you can see all there. You can go to see last 7 days. This is an account I created today to show people how to log in. I've got another account with which has got some other learning on that I've demonstrated. But you can do all time. So last 30 days today, you can do a custom range. So you can actually just do. To be honest with you, if you go through and see, you can just see all your learning on there. And again, you can choose by content or course mastery goals, because you'll have goals and you hit them goals, that will say you've actually done that. So when you look down, unit test, so the courses are generally exercises, videos, and articles, and then you get a quiz and unit tests, and there's also challenges and mastery challenges, which are additional content.
So that kind of goes on to another point I wanted to ask. There's two connections. I mean, would you say that the quality is pretty standard across the board, because essentially they're doing it all rather than giving it to outside organisations? And would you say the quality is there with these? Yeah,
I think the quality is there, and I think because they do all of the work themselves, it's not a range of providers. It's easier for them to actually map the quality as such.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a really it is a very good site. And as I said earlier, it's the variety on there. There's also the way it actually designs courses for you. I've just clicked into teachers, and you can join. This is if you're a learner, you can join a class.
Yeah, can I ask?
So you can enter your teacher.
Can I go back a bit, because you were saying about the variety? Now, when we were looking at that list of courses at the beginning, yes, there was a variety, but it did seem to be weighted more towards perhaps maths, digital skills. There's quite a bit of economics on there. And the humanities seem to be a bit weaker. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you go into this is when you can actually go in to look at different courses. So when you can see you've got the course, you got your maths, you've got your maths by grade, and you've got the Khan Academy Kids app down the bottom there. But you've got maths, reading, and social emotional learning down there, and then you've got science, computing, arts, and humanities. So the arts and humanities, actually, there's not as much content as some other sites that we look at. It is a bit more specific, but having said that, I think there's plenty on there for someone if they want to learn something. You got art history, US history, grammar, storytelling, then you got economics. So it's a fairly limited range.
It's really good, isn't it? It looks like maths is their main focus here. That they're really into maths and perhaps your digital skills and your sciences. So you kind of STEM subjects more. And so maybe if you're looking for humanities, maybe this wouldn't be your first protocol, but it would be if you're looking for maths or other STEM subjects.
Yeah, I mean, if I search for, I don't know, let's just put, I'll search for a course. So just search reading and see what it brings up. So again, there's you get quite a lot of different things here. So you've got
and they look like
videos.
Yeah.
So you've got quite a bit in there, and that will all form part of another course. So it'll be pieces of another course. So reading, if I put, I should have done this first of all, but if I put English in, and then you've got when you scroll down, introduction to grammar, which is what you said you'd actually looked at, Matt. you know, there's lots of English, but again, it's the English in this relation related back to humanities.
Okay.
So it goes back to world history, humanity. So motivation for English, you know, you've got articles and videos. So you can search. I mean, I would stick to the course, actually looking at the courses on here and finding the course that you like. So if you click on world history again, it'll bring up, it shows you all the different, you know, it's pretty comprehensive. It goes right through the ages, really. So you've got the Crusades, you know, you've got the Mongols, then you're going through to Spanish Portuguese Empire, then the American Revolution, French Revolution, and then you're going through to World War One, and we then go through to Second World War, Cold War, and then human rights. So there is a lot of content there, really, for you to be having a look at.
Okay, well, that's a really good overview, Adrian. Thanks for that. And we're going to be back again with another site soon, yeah? Yeah,
definitely, Matt. Have a try. If you enjoy it, please let us know, and enjoy your learning.
Okay, try it out. Bye.
Bye.